You are watching Access LaPorte County, Channel 97. Coming up next is the February 7th, 2024 meeting of the LaPorte County Board of Commissioners. You can find more information for this meeting by visiting www.accesslaportecounty.org.
Good morning, everyone. I'd like to call to order the LaPorte County Commissioners meeting Wednesday, February 7th, 2024 at 10 a.m. Steve, can you lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance?
Pledge allegiance to the
flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Silence.
Roll call.
Commissioner Grammarosa.
Present.
Commissioner Mrzinski. Here. Commissioner Haney. Present. All three are present.
Consider agenda.
Madam President, I'd like to add to the agenda to consider the resignation of EMS Director McGuire, as well as consider approval of sick and vacation time for retiring employee over 20 years, and put that under 9A, and also move up 11C to make that 9B.
A second.
So we have a motion and a second. All those in favor say aye.
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 Consider approval of January 17th, 2024 minutes.
Motion to approve the minutes as presented.
Second.
We have a motion and a second. All those in
Point of
favor.
order, please remind me, I forgot when a roll call is required. I was trying to follow.
Oh, yes.
I don't know.
So do we have to go back?
We can go back since we have one participant on Zoom.
Yeah.
Okay. So consider agenda. We have a motion and a second. Roll call.
Commissioner Mrzinski.
Aye.
Commissioner Haney.
Aye.
Commissioner Grammarosa.
Aye.
3-0.
Consider approval of January 17th, 2024 minutes. We have a motion and a second. Roll call.
Commissioner Mrzinski.
Aye.
Commissioner Haney.
Aye.
Commissioner Grammarosa.
Aye.
3 ayes.
Consideration of claims. Payroll first.
Payroll is in the amount of $1,578,266.41 for the period ending January 26, 2024.
Motion to approve payroll as presented.
Second.
We have a motion and a second. All those in favor say, or roll call.
Commissioner Grammarosa.
Aye.
Commissioner Mrzinski.
Aye.
Commissioner Haney.
Aye.
3-0.
Operating expense claims.
But that would be in the amount of $1,611,859.50.
Motion to approve the claims as presented.
Second.
We have a motion and a second. Roll call.
Commissioner Grammarosa.
Aye.
Commissioner Mrzinski.
Aye.
Commissioner Haney.
Aye.
3-0.
We're open for public comment. Does anyone have public comment?
Good morning. Steve Hollifield, 6782 East, 100 South Mill Creek. I've spoken with all three of you commissioners about a topic that's coming up now in the county. A big proposal on 150 East, or 150 North, excuse me. And now I understand just down the road from me on 100 South by Taylor Road. Solar farms. It's ironic to be called farms because that ground's being taken out of production and probably never will go back to farmland production. These are a private property rights issue. I'm not debating that at all. But if I was to propose something, a 500 head hog operation or something, my neighbors would be impacted. I think the neighbors, surrounding neighbors, their property rights, their values and everything else should be considered on all of this. Their toxic chemicals, 30 years, who's gonna clean them up? The city water well on 150 North there is close to one of these sites. Southeast of here in Kosciuszko County, they have banned all industrial solar infrastructure on anything zoned ag. Whitley County, west side of Allen County near Fort Wayne, requires a 1,500-foot setback now for all residential property near these sites. Fulton County, south of Marshall, a 1-year moratorium expiring August of 24 to the ordinance can be strengthened to protect neighboring property owners' rights. Bartholomew County, southeast of Indiana, has a 500-foot setback now. They've added that. DeKalb County, the north side of Fort Wayne, the commissioners have voted down all solar developments. So you guys do have the final say in this. Clark County, down by the Ohio River, also voted down all solar developments in their county. A stronger ordinance should include that anyone benefiting financially or a member of a group advocating for these facilities should not be an appointed or elected member of any county government board at all, or you should abstain from any vote on that. There are far more questions than answers currently concerning these solar farms. The election in November will have an impact on the green energy agenda. I myself personally, if the party switches in November this year in the state of Washington, this will go away. It's not going to be, they're pushing this through, and I'm concerned why all of a sudden are they coming just to northern Indiana here a lot? Is it because we don't have the proper ordinances? We don't have the proper governing bodies to oversee these things? I just hope that the county takes steps to protect all citizens' rights and to proceed very slowly with this and take an advisement that maybe slow down, moratorium, something, till we find out more answers then. Thank you.
Thank you. Public comment.
Good morning, Commissioners. My name is Mike Akovich Jr., 2828 North, 500 East. I'm here today concerning the 2,600 acre proposed solar facility in Kankakee and Wills Township. I provided folders of information if I could approach.
Sure. Thank you.
In these packets, they're very lengthy, but I provided these to educate everybody about the negative impacts that industrial solar would have on the local environment. The materials from credible resources such as EPA, it illustrates the harmful heavy metals, toxic compounds that these panels and components contain. I've included a data sheet which shows that which heavy metals are present and what effects it will have on humans and wildlife. Some of these are cancer-causing elements that would compromise the Little Kankakee River, which runs through the project, but most importantly, the wells that supply water to the city of LaPorte, which are only 2,000 feet away from the project. Another hazard is the constant noise that they produce, which has been proven to have negative effects on humans, such as delayed motor skills in infants. I think it should be of a great concern to the elected officials in the county and the city of LaPorte before there's been any damage done to rivers, or more importantly, the city water supply. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
My name is William Allison. Our farm is 5791 East State Road 104, Walkerton. Some of the stuff I was going to talk about, Steve already beat me to it. And I've already been talked to Harold and Rita on the planning board. And Harold suggested me to come here with this about the amendments to the solar ordinance in LaPorte County. Solar projects should have a minimum distance of a half mile from wetlands, rivers, streams, tributaries to avoid imminent damage to water quality and possible contamination, ecologically disasters. Solar fields to only be allowed to use woven wire fence no taller than 5 foot tall to allow movement of wildlife. Large scale solar be classified as industrial solar should not be placed on A1 agriculture and RA rural area use. Should be rezoned to commercial or industrial. And the landowners should be held liable for all cleanup or decommissioning involved with the solar program, with no financial help from the county. And finally, allow all the neighbors that live next to the said locations of the solar project and community to be heard, and if all oppose, that opposition should be accepted, just like what happens with dairy farms and hog operations. Thanks.
Thank you.
Thank you.
If you'd like. Thank you. That's okay. I'll make
you.
copies for the other two. Thank you.
Madam President, may I interject?
Sure.
Thank you. I'm just going to throw this out there. It's my understanding this zoning ordinance for the solar farms, as they call it, is a special exception through the BZA, Board of Zoning Appeals.
Correct.
The commissioners do not have authority with the Board of Zoning Appeals. It's specifically designed that way to keep politics out of zoning issues. So solar farms are a special exception. As far as any private rights of action a private citizen might have for nuisances, if there's any leakage or anything in the different story, we're not there yet, but I would just encourage everyone that cares about this topic to make sure they're aware of all the future meetings of the Board of Zoning Appeals, because that's where the authority predominantly lies. And I just want the public to know that you, as commissioners, you don't have the authority. Thank you.
And as I'm listening to this, I do believe perhaps we can work something out where we can have a workshop, within the next month, and then we can bring the agencies that are responsible for this in, and then have like a public workshop where we can be able to explain to the public, invite the public, the individuals that are here, so that we can get them in contact with the appropriate agencies.
Yes, ma'am.
So we'll try to work something out, within the next month, that we can get that done swiftly.
Briefly, if I may, Madam President, from the Plan Commission side, the year before last, on the Plan Commission, one of the things that I fought for getting into our ordinance was decommissioning bond, also pegged to inflation, so that even before they get to the step to go to the BZA, there's actually money and funds put aside to decommission these later on, because go to the point some of you had, and we haven't, we won't exhaust this here today in this meeting, but we'll see a number of these different companies that come into to counties around the nation. They will have smaller subsidies and I don't know if I want to use the term shell companies, but smaller companies that for each individual site. So then that way, if something goes wrong at the end and they just walk away from it while the main umbrella corporation kind of stands untouched. That's a few of the things that we put in there to try and put as many guardrails as we can. The state obviously has some regulations that supersede ours, but it's one thing that I know the Plan Commission we've been talking about is revisiting our solar ordinance. We were one of the things that's kept some of the solar companies out of here, as opposed to some of our other ones in the areas. We were one of the first to develop a solar ordinance in the northern part of the state here. So not to say that we don't need. It may not be a bad idea to revisit it again, but definitely keep your eyes on that, and we'll keep it in. Thank you.
Thank you. Public comment is still open. Do we have anyone else for public comment?
Good morning, distinguished and honorable LaPorte County Commissioners. This is Tommy Kolovic from 1316 Ohio Street. I'm a Michigan City man, and I have a public service announcement to make. The 20th annual Jerry Karsten's Chili Cook-Off is going to be taking place Saturday, February 17th at the Moose Lodge 980. That's the old White Eagle Park on Wellness Road in Trail Creek. It's going to be $5 for the chili. They got all the service organizations. They make all their chili. You pretty much can't eat it all. Actually, my two favorite chilies are always the Fish and Game Club and the Michigan City Exchange Club's chili. The Exchange Club chili, that's John Sheets' recipe, who just passed away. That's always a great event and great fellowship, and I really encourage everybody to attend. Jerry Karstens, he was a very well-known and highly respected Indiana high school sports official. I also want to express my gratitude to your commissioners, and especially the LaPorte County Convention and Visitors Bureau. They're now an advertising sponsor for Michigan City High School athletics. They got their ad plate right there in front of the scorer's bench there at the Wolves' Den. That replaced the old Harbor Automotive ad plate they had up there. And you all know Harbor Automotive, they went out of business about 5 years ago. And I just want to also mention it's really important that they are, because we're now the host school. Next month we're going to be hosting both the IHSA boys basketball regional and semi-state. We're going to be having schools coming to Michigan City High School from all over the northern half of the state of Indiana. And we got to host it this year, we got it next year, and I hope we get to host that every year. And I want to again extend my gratitude to you commissioners for going in with the city to reconstructing Paz Road last fall. That was very important that we do that we make an impression, because we're almost every day we have to host schools for our events out on Paz Road where Michigan City High School is at. I just want to let's say that'll conclude my public comment for this morning. I wish you all to have a very pleasant good day. May peace be with you. Go Wolves, and smoking carbon monoxide detectors save lives.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Is there anyone else on Zoom for public comment? We'll be closing public comment. Moving on, department head comments.
Morning, Madam President, Commissioners. Sean Fitzpatrick, Director of Facilities. Just wanted to give a quick recap of some of the things we were able to get done last year. So, for starters, we completed 12,611 work orders, and the highlight was in the month of August. It was 1,629 in that month that the team were able to complete. Just wanted to show that we had an email sent out yesterday with a newsletter encouraging everyone to call to use and access our work order system. That'll be the most efficient way to have us out to make repairs. So excited to get that rolled out. It had been part of the department for several years, but we fully revamped it and we utilize it for scheduling tasks, ordering supplies, and just everyday stuff that we didn't know it had the capabilities of, that we're totally taking advantage of now. So we did a lot of work out at the fairgrounds last year. So we got some major infrastructure improvements, some plumbing infrastructure, electrical infrastructure, as well as with FMEC getting a new bathroom set up. So that was a big deal with that one. For LaPorte Courthouse, we were able to get the circuit court room painted, which hadn't been painted for a while. We were having some potential safety issues with that, so we made sure we got that done. That was a big thing, and we got the main first floor of the halls painted as well. So we're going to continue our efforts to update and maintain the look and the aesthetics of our facilities going forward. We were able to get some offices moved and got those painted and updated while we were doing that, as well as some of the ones in the Hyler. So we got a couple offices painted over there too. So we had some major infrastructure out at Community Corrections and the Juvenile Center. We had 3 boilers installed that were exceeded. They had already exceeded their life expectancy and were close to failure. So with the help of the council, we were able to get additional appropriations to get all that stuff done, and they're up and running, and everything is working well with those. We did some painting at the museum also. That was some exterior stuff, and we got some of the old light posts and those things painted and some cleaning up around that, so it has a better curb appeal. And another highlight that I wanted to make sure we reference, we got the awnings changed on the Hyler building as well. So they're fresh and new. They were a little tattered and worn, so we were able to get that done. So that's part of our main curb appeal when people come around our complex. So we want to make sure that's looking good. So we've been constantly updating our plumbing infrastructure throughout all our facilities, because a lot of it is older. And as we come through, we don't just, repair what's the problem at that time. We try to go a little step further to prevent any further incidents that could cause us problems later. So we remember how we started last year off with the situation we had in the annex. So that's coming to a head now. We should be getting those offices back occupied. But we're trying to be more on the preventative side and being mindful of the issues that could arise instead of waiting for them to materialize and then we have a major situation. So that's something that we're doing daily. We've added to our building checks, looking at the current infrastructure and making assessments as far as what a plan should be to get these things updated and improved as we go forward. As far as even exterior stuff, we're looking at bricks, we're looking at roofs. We're daily just trying to be on top of everything instead of waiting until something major happens and then it's a major expense for the county. So ending off the year, we had the opportunity to host the the candlelight tour, and I think that was a really big success. We did a lot more extensive decorating of the facilities around the courthouse, the Hyder building, with the assistance of Commissioner Grammarosa personally. So we were able to really beautify the facilities, and I hope that's something that we can keep up going forward, because it seems to be a pretty it was received very well by the public, and everybody was excited about the displays that we had put up. So aside from just our everyday maintenance, paper deliveries, moving offices or equipment and stuff, we still do all of the trash removal. We do shredding and the other stuff, the daily maintenance and cleaning of the building. So those are things that are ongoing. We're continuously adding to our team and looking for ways to improve those situations. So we have, with the help of the council last year, we were able to get additional funds to kind of beef up our part-time staff for housekeeping, and that's proved to be pretty successful, because we have evening crews now that are here after hours to make sure that the officers are prepared for the staff that comes in the daytime. So we're continuously working on that and looking at things to revamp. We meet monthly with the housekeeping staff as well as with our maintenance staff. So anybody from the council or the commissioners are welcome to attend those meetings. Our regular maintenance meetings are the first Thursday of every month at 10 a.m. at our offices on Monroe Street. And our housekeeping meetings are usually the second Wednesday at 5 p.m. We moved it up this week because we didn't want to disrupt anybody's Valentine's activities next week. So we're ahead of that this time. So, but you guys are always welcome. Just let us know ahead of time so we'll be prepared. If not, you can just pop in. We usually have some type of refreshments or something that I go get just for having everybody come out just to take care of them. So if there are any questions that anyone have, I'll try to answer them if I can.
I just want to say thank you. I think you did a great job last year. I mean, it's externally and internally, it really shows how much the paint jobs and the things that you've gotten done. I do want to say, and I want to, she's not here in the audience, but Cheryl Listinsky, she really took over the housekeeping. I'm amazed like how much time and effort she puts in, and she really goes above and beyond. There's many a times that I've gone past the Michigan City Courthouse and seen her car out there 5, 6 o'clock in the evening checking on housekeepers. And, you know, I think you've built an amazing team. Keep up the good work.
Thank you. I appreciate that. And just to hit on what Cheryl does as our office manager, she's just definitely been integral in developing the housekeeping team. She works with them, making sure that the supplies that they need are ordered, and we have everything that they need so they can do their job as effective as they can. We kind of set it up where it's a system that it should run without us, but we also, you know, there's the old saying, inspect what you expect. So we're always checking to make sure things are running the way we expect them to be. So
We
I
appreciate
got a
it.
question. How are we doing on the cleaning situation at the museum?
So I have I still have a full-time person and a part-time person that goes there weekly. We're adding an additional part-time person that could possibly be there 3 to 4 times a week, depending on their availability. We also added some additional equipment out there to help with the people that are out there so they can get more done. It's a large facility for 1 or 2 people to try to keep to a cleaning standard, but we've been going through and assessing what we've done and see what we can do better to going forward to improve it. So it's something that we're continuously working on. One of the things that has helped us by being so diligent with using the work orders, now we have data to analyze to see, what's happening where, what, supplies we need at this facility, what patterns of repair we're doing at different facilities. So we're constantly going back and checking what we've done so we can make adjustments as we go forward.
Yeah, thanks. Because they're utilizing the museum a whole lot more now than we ever have, and the cleaning has been an issue, as you know, for some time. So thanks for keeping up on that. I'll be keeping an eye on it. So thank you.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
briefly, Sean, at our community corrections meeting the other day, I just wanted to follow up. I know we're in process. We got some work done. Moving forward on that ceiling, is there a timeline for completion on that?
Yeah, so I'm reaching out to the contractors and working with Director Beatty to get it all scheduled. And we also just today got the finishings on a new water heater we had to install out there. So that was something we had to get it was sort of a major repair because it was controlling the whole wing of showers, I think. But it was, or not showers,
Laundry,
I think it was,
yeah.
washing laundry facilities, but it was out and we had to get that ordered, and it was a significant purchase. So we were just able to get it in, and it's installed now. So
Thank you.
And then with the bathrooms in the community corrections, I also have to say it's not just a matter of the repair. It's
Gotta be
coming
secure.
up with a new system.
Correct. Yeah.
And so the designing, the plan of designing it and everything, that was something that we did talk about at the first of the year, that we're at the point where we now have the new design and we're going to be able to implement it and then get one bathroom at a time and kind of implement it in every single one of the
correct. So
bathrooms.
the way that is exactly what he said. So we want to make sure that not only is it repaired, but it's also tamper proof, because we have people that are have idle time, and they're pretty innovative
Creative.
when they're trying to do something they shouldn't be, obviously. But we want to get the first one done and use it, I guess, as a model or standard to apply to the rest of them. I think it's 6 in total. So it's a substantial cost to do them all at once. So we want to get the one that's offline done first and then move on down the line.
Thank you.
All right, thank you. All right, thank you.
Thank you. Department head comments. Do we have any other department heads? Good morning.
Good morning. Good morning, Commissioners. I'm Monique Thomas, HR Director. At this time, I would like to thank you for giving me the opportunity to further my career as the HR Director for LaPorte County. I look forward to working with each and every one of you in providing and making LaPorte County a great place to work. Thank you.
Thank you. Do we have any other department heads? On Zoom, do we have any department heads? Closing department head request. So as discussed, we're gonna move MS Director, consider to accept the
EMS.
EMS. Sorry.
Sure. Yesterday evening, we all got a resignation letter from Director McGuire. I'd make a motion to approve, accept his resignation and approve any sick and vacation days he has left outstanding, as is customary for employees with over 20 years of service.
So we have a motion. Do we have a
I
second?
thought we did that earlier, but I'll second it again.
So we have a motion and a second. Roll call.
Commissioner Haney,
Aye.
Commissioner Grammarosa,
Aye.
Commissioner Brzezinski, 3-0.
Thank you. And thank you to Director McGuire for his 26 years of service here at LaPorte County.
Consider status of EMS Director, the new
Yes.
appointment.
Yes, Madam President. I would like to I would make a motion to appoint Eric Fenstermaker as the EMS Director, and for Assistant Director Brian Beach.
We have a motion. Do we have a second?
I will second the motion to appoint Eric Fenstermacher.
And the second portion? So you want
I have a problem with the second portion is Mr. Beach lives in Lake County. I don't think that's a good idea to be the assistant to this big of a county, big of an operation, and would create issues as far as I see, living that far away and being the assistant. So I don't support it, but I do support Eric Fenstermacher.
Excuse me, Madam President, would the moving member of the commission please redo the motion or withdraw that motion to piecemeal it out?
Well, why? Because then we could just, I can step down and second it, can I not?
I just want to be clear that what the motion is and what we're voting on. So
Okay, so repeat the motion and then,
The motion was to appoint Eric Fenstermaker, EMS Director, and Brian Beach, Assistant EMS Director.
so I'll step down as president and second that motion. Roll call.
Commissioner Mrazinski.
Nay.
Commissioner Grammarosa.
Aye.
Commissioner Haney.
Aye.
2-1. Passes.
Okay, moving on. Consider travel to Grand Rapids, Michigan for training conference April 7th through 11th for the prosecutor.
Motion to approve.
We have a
Second.
motion and a second. Roll
Commissioner
call.
Grammarosa.
Aye.
Commissioner Haney.
Aye.
Commissioner Mrazinski.
Aye.
3-0.
Okay, consider 10 sick days pay for Samuel Halter, who is retiring in highway.
Motion to approve.
Second.
We have a motion and a second. Roll call.
Commissioner Grammarosa.
Aye.
Commissioner Haney.
Aye.
Commissioner Mrazinski.
Aye.
3-0.
Consider permission to approach the council to spend from lit budget for a new dump truck for additional appropriation to purchase mowers, trucks, forklift, and generator, appropriate reimbursed IDOT funds into paving budget highway.
Yes, so we're gonna ask, last February, there was a motion to support from the council to approve, our dump truck purchase. There was no funds appropriated for that, so we're asking to, spend from our lit budget to pay that $2 million for our upcoming truck purchase. We're also gonna ask for additional appropriations, to get a bucket truck. We have the one bucket truck that we have to use throughout the whole county. It's not efficient. This one would be back and forth between the Hannah and rolling shops. And it's smaller than the one we have now, but it would help out with the tree removal that we have to do. That's constant. We need a new generator for the Hannah shop. And we want to update our forklift, which is a very old forklift. And we just need to update it. We're going to replace it with a used one, if approved. And we do need to get new mowers. It's an everyday event with the mowers. The ones we have are tired. We got them in 2017. Last year we had to put a lot of money into them to fix them to get them through last year, and we have to use them for this year. So we're asking for 3 mowers with the boom reach, and then 3 regular roadside mowers. So we'll be asking for that. And then NDOT reimbursed us for part of paving that we did on 1000 South last year. They had a bridge closed on Highway 6, and that was used as an unofficial detour. So I will be asking the council to appropriate that money back into our budget so we can use it for paving.
Right.
To approve permission to approach the council.
Second.
So we have a motion and a second to approach the council. Roll call.
Aye.
Commissioner Haney.
Aye.
Commissioner Mrazinski.
Aye.
Commissioner Grammarosa.
Aye.
3-0.
Consider insurance settlement of $163,279 for loss of a dump truck, a 2012 dump truck.
Yeah, so we had a truck catch on fire a couple weeks ago, and the insurance settlement on that, they're offering us $164,279 for the truck, minus the $1,000 for salvage, so we'd get $163,279. We'd get to keep the truck to use parts off of it that's still valid, that we can still use, and then we'll be able to salvage that later on.
Motion to approve.
Second, and it's actually a pretty good reimbursement from what I understand. We actually didn't even pay quite that much for that several years ago.
A little bit over that,
Yeah.
so.
Fantastic.
Yeah, I was shocked.
Hurricane insurance.
Yeah.
Thank you.
So we have a motion and a second to consider insurance settlement. Roll call.
Commissioner Mrazinski.
Aye.
Commissioner Haney.
Aye.
Commissioner Grammarosa.
Aye.
3-0.
So consider increase manual mechanics tool allowance from 500 to 1,000.
Yeah, so right now, the mechanics, they have to buy their own tools every year to work on the trucks. We increased it a couple years ago. It used to just be an hourly, 10 times their hourly rate per year. Got it to 500. The sheriff's garage, they have their guys at $1,000 a year. And, for the cost of the tools that they have to get, we have 6 guys that we would pay, so it's an extra $3,000 that would be taken out of our budget. We're not asking for additional money for that. We just feel like they should be the same with everybody else. At the sheriff's garage, they're all still classified the same as our guys are. So we're asking to increase it to 1,000.
With the,
Motion to approve.
I'll second that with the increased tool prices I've seen lately.
Yeah,
It's
they can't
for
buy much
500,
for
you're hardly getting,
$1,000.
yeah.
So we have a motion and a second to increase the annual mechanics tool allowance from 500 to 1,000. I do have one question. Do you have this in your budget?
Yes.
Okay. So roll call?
Commissioner Brzezinski,
Aye.
Commissioner Grammarosa,
Aye.
Commissioner Haney.
Aye.
3 ayes.
Thank you.
Thank you. Moving on to old business. Consider tabled 2-year contract between clerk and microvote. Oh,
Madam
Can you hear me?
clerk is on
Yes.
Zoom? Yes.
Yes. This is just, this happens every other year. It's just a 2-year contract. The county attorney has the contract. We had to make a couple changes just to take out the name county council because you guys can't sign on behalf of the council, I guess. I don't know. But we had to make those adjustments and now I believe it's ready to go, but I need the council approval as well.
We can approve the contract, but we're going to get a new copy because there's just one portion that we have to substitute the word council for commissioners because our approval would be subject to the council approval. And so I'm just going to change that. It's in the 4th to last paragraph. And Heather, if we can just have them change that portion of it and then the commissioners can sign. Thank you.
So are
Yeah,
we,
sure.
so are we asking for permission to go before the council? Or are we asking to approve the contract?
Approve the contract subject to approval by the council.
So she doesn't have to go before the council first for,
No, because the contract is subject to council approval as I read it.
okay. So do we have a motion?
Motion to approve the contract and send to the council for funding.
Do we have a motion and a second?
Commissioner
Call?
Commissioner Haney,
Aye.
Commissioner Brzezinski,
Aye.
Commissioner Grammarosa.
Aye.
3-0.
Thank you.
Thank you. Consider second final reading for ordinance on speed limit change on 500 East.
Good morning, Commissioners.
Good morning.
Jerry Sullivan, the LaPorte County Engineer, and I'm here to, I guess, for the second reading of 500 East from 200 South to State Road 4, make that a 30-mile-an-hour speed zone.
Motion to approve the ordinance on by title only.
Second.
Do we have to read it by
Yeah, she's got it.
title only?
Yeah.
Is it 35?
35, excuse me, 35-mile-an-hour speed zone.
Diane, can I have it to read or no?
Give it that.
Can I?
Yes, 35, change 35.
Yeah. Motion to read by title only?
Yes.
Yes.
This is an ordinance setting new speed limit on 500 East, north of 200 South to State Road 4.
So we have a motion and a second. Roll call.
Commissioner Grammarosa,
Aye.
Commissioner Brzezinski,
Aye.
Commissioner Haney.
Aye.
3 ayes.
Thank you.
Moving on to new business. Consider 2024 community crossing bid openings. Mitch Bishop to present.
Good morning, Commissioners.
Morning.
You should have received 2 bids from Milestone, I believe, and Reith Riley. And that is for the community crossing project, roughly 20 new miles of pavement in the Fish Lake area, both upper and lower Fish Lake and around the periphery. We received the maximum grant amount again this year of $1 million.
Thank you. Thank you. So from Milestone Contractors North LLC, we received the timely bid, and their proposal appears to be $2,711,000 $917.15. We also received a bid from Reith Riley. Their proposal appears to be $2,494,398.99.
Okay.
Both were timely received.
Excellent. I would make a motion to show the bids received as timely and send a recommendation from our planner for consideration at the next meeting.
Second.
So we have a motion and a second that our county planner will review these bids and present at the next commissioners meeting. Roll call.
Commissioner Brzezinski.
Aye.
Commissioner Haney.
Aye.
Commissioner Grammarosa.
Aye.
3-0.
Thank you.
Thank you. Mitch, if you could stick around just at the end of the meeting, just in case anybody would like to look at those, any members of the public. Thank you.
Consider maintenance contract renewal with Minor Electrics. Barb Houston to present. 911. The best for last.
I'm sorry?
The best for last.
That's right. We have this maintenance contract every year. We do have the money in our budget to pay for it.
Motion to approve.
Second.
So we have a motion and a second. Roll call.
Commissioner Brzezinski.
Aye.
Commissioner Grammarosa.
Aye.
Commissioner Haney.
Aye.
3-0.
Thank you.
Thank you.
We have a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
Second.
All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye.